I don't think people realize like what it's like in the nursing home, because there's people that are like in their 60s, 70s that are still alert and oriented, and they're able to have full conversations, and they're really in a nursing home because physically they can't be home alone, but they're with it and they're stuck in this facility, and it's kind of like you're stuck there to begin with, and then to put coronavirus on top of it, because you know, you and I, we quarantine with our families and we're allowed to go outside. We're allowed to go into the dining room or the bathroom or whatever. These residents, they're been locked in their rooms for 10 months now.
Wow.
They're not allowed to leave their room.
Wow.
So if you can imagine like being in a nursing home and you used to be able to go to the activity department to play bingo or go to the dining room and sit with a couple people and eat your lunch or your dinner, and now you're not allowed to leave your room.
Wow, for 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
So literally stuck in one square room for 10 months.
Wow.
So, you know, speaking with them, they're depressed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, some workers have their kids like make cards for them and pass them out and stuff, because it's very isolating.
Right.
You know, and I have a patient right now, and he just keeps saying like, I have no connection. I have no connection.
Right.
You know, you lose that feeling that like the human touch is just a connection, and they don't have that.
What do you say to them when they say that they don't have connection? How do you help them, or can you help them?
I try to just hold their hand, and you know, it's not the same. You know, we're wearing gowns and gloves and everything, and right now every patient, it's N95, surgical mask, face shield, goggles, gowns, gloves. So like they're not even seeing a person in front of them, really.
That's
you
what
know?
you have on. Right.
Every day, every patient.
Yeah.
That's what we have to wear.
Right.
So to them, all they're seeing is a couple pair of eyes and nothing else. And, you know, so it's still a little odd for them to really be talking with you dressed up like that, but it's at least something to communicate with someone. Right. You know, and I try to tell them, you know, everyone's going through this. This is across the world, you know, this is what we're all doing. And there have been people that say like, well, you get to go home and see your family, and you get to go outside. You know? Yeah. I mean, even in the summer when it wasn't that bad, we were allowing people to go outside, and they only had 20-minute time slots where the activities department would wheel the people outside, and they would have 20 minutes to sit, and there could only be 3 people outside at a time, and they would have to be like 20 feet apart. Wow. And then they'd say, okay, your time's up. You go back inside and go back to your room.
I couldn't imagine.
So,
yeah.
You know, it's hard for them.